Hi golfers, welcome to this week's newsletter. Almost heading into February now, and obviously we're all starting to think more and more seriously about the golf season and maybe some goals that we may have set ourselves. And I think one thing that's worth checking from a golf swing point of view before we go any further into the golf swing is how neutral our grip is, and therefore how well positioned our club face is approaching impact, through impact and after. Been teaching an awful lot of people that are tending to kind of steer through impact, really kind of try and look after the flag, if you like, as they swing through impact. Like on your backswing, the club is set on a certain angle, on a plane. It then returns to the address position, and then to make sure that this position where the club face is square through impact happens, we have a good neutral grip and a release of the club shaft on that same angle as we have on the backswing. Now if that happens, we should hit an awful lot of straight shots, but it tends to become undone based on the fact that the grip gets a little bit off. So if you can see me here in the camera, we see all sorts of strange, ugly split hand grips, just about joining, nicely put together grips, but maybe too far to the right. Too far to the right, it's going to make that club come back closed every time or pointing left, and then naturally through impact that club face will really be closed and pointing left, so then people start to then hold the face open and trying to make it go straight, and then they miss it out to the right because they overdo it or they undo it. So again, let's put a nice classic grip, brief pointers, line between thumb and forefinger is going to be somewhere around the shoulder position if you're right-handed, on your right shoulder armpit area. And as you place the left hand on, depending on the size of your hand, but approximately we want to see 2, possibly 3 if you've got a slightly smaller hand showing. And again, the line between your thumb and forefinger is up towards that same point, round about right shoulder for a right-hander. Now, if you're really true for yourself and check that, then that's great and you can get it in that position. The hard bit obviously comes where you start to try and hit some golf balls with it, or you simply stop fiddling, and the moment you put your club on the floor, we twiddle about with our hands again and end up back in a strong or weak-handed position. So, place the grip on, sitting at home, cold winter's nights, not a lot going on apart from a bit of TV maybe. Let's practice putting the grip in the right place. So when we swing through impact, we can go through those positions, and try that for me in practice with a neutral grip. Put that club shaft into a position so that as a simple way of thinking about it, if you hit and stop through impact, approximately the toe of your club, this point here furthest from the shaft, should be kind of pointing skyward. Certainly shouldn't be pointing away from you or towards your target line or golf ball. And that allows your club just to naturally released, as I'm doing here, just let the hands and arms and the weight of the club swing through. So at the end of all that, if we can have a neutral grip, therefore a neutral club backwards and forwards, we can then put that into our full swing. We can let that club go all the way through impact without any thoughts of the target. We just let the club unwind. So neutral grip equals neutral club face, puts the club on the right angle, helps us develop more speed, helps us put a better strike on the ball because there's less for us to compute during the swing to help us try and keep the ball in play. Okay, so I hope that helps. It might take a little bit longer to put into practice than it does for me to explain it. If you need some help on clearing it up, either pop into the shop and see us, or better still, come and book a lesson in the swing room. and we get you polished up nicely for the beginning of the season and hitting some nice straight shots. At the same time, we've got, because I mentioned last time, even more new clubs. Obviously, golf swing is king. What you do with the golf club is going to show you the most improvement, but obviously you can put in there some fine-tuning custom fit to get the right irons, right wedges, right drivers for you, right shaft, right loft, etc. And obviously try the new technologies that have come out again in 2019. Okay, so any help with that, give us a shout and we'll see you soon. Thank you.